The Kia Sorento is large and spacious, and is one of the roomiest 7-seat SUVs on sale. Every model comes with 4-wheel drive as standard, so it's also capable off-road, great for towing and generally stands up well to utilitarian tasks, despite its upmarket feel inside. Choosing a Sorento couldn't be easier because there is only one engine, a 197 bhp 2.2-liter CRD diesel. It's quite smooth and lets you rev it really hard, at which point it starts to sound coarse. But drive it normally and it just buzzes away in the background. There's a good amount of mid-range pull, too. The exterior is relatively anonymous, but the Kia Sorento has just enough visual appeal to stand out from the SUV crowd. The overall shape is an evolution of the previous generation, although it's longer and wider than before. At the front, the big grille features Kia's signature tiger nose chrome surround, a design trademark that the company has been rolling out across each updated model in its range, and it's flanked by neat headlamps with LED daytime running lights. KX3 models get more powerful and brighter xenon headlights with cornering fog lamps. You have to upgrade to KX4 spec for fully adaptive xenon headlamps, while the front bumper is finished off with a thin, silver skid plate. There are silver roof rails, as well as chrome trim on the sills, while at the rear is a roof spoiler and LED tail lights. The Sorento doesn't really hide its larger dimensions, and it looks quite imposing on the road. Inside, it's very upmarket, much more so than you'd expect from a Kia. The infotainment screen is housed in a silver-trimmed binnacle, while a large central speedometer dominates the instrument dials. Next to this is another full-color display showing information such as the trip computer. There's no shortage of space inside the Sorento, and as the seats are mounted lower than in the previous model, there's more headroom than before, as well as more legroom. Taller passengers sitting in the back will have plenty of space to stretch out in, while unlike in many rivals, the optional panoramic glass roof doesn't particularly affect headroom. However, one drawback is that only the curbside seat folds to give access to the third row. Accessing the rear seats is a bit tougher. The middle row of seats doesn't fold and slide as far forward as some rivals, and the door aperture also isn't as big. There's plenty of room in the rear once you're sat there, though. The Sorento's 7 seats can be configured in a variety of ways, and with the third row in place there's 142 liters of boot space. That doesn't sound like much on the face of it, but they fold flat into the boot floor at the tug of a cord. With the rearmost seats out of the way, the Sorento has a more useful 660 liters of space behind the second row, which itself can slide back and forth and has a 60 hours 40 minutes split. Fold this middle row of seats down via 2 levers in the side of the boot, and you can free up a massive 1,732 liters of space, 52 liters more than in the Hyundai Santa Fe, and easily enough for carrying most large objects. The current Sorento is considerably bigger than the model it replaced, at 4,780 mm long and 1,890 mm wide. It's 95 mm longer and 5 mm wider, plus it has an 80 mm longer wheelbase. However, it's 15 mm lower than before, at 1,685 mm tall. The latest car is also longer than its Nissan X-Trail and Hyundai Santa Fe rivals. The Sorento's fuel economy and CO2 emissions are decent for such a large car, and all models come with Kia's fuel-saving ISG stop-start system as standard. Kia claims entry-level manual cars on 17-inch wheels are capable of 49.6 miles per gallon and 149 grams/km of CO2, while those with bigger wheels return a still respectable 46.3 miles per gallon and 161 grams/km. Kia's 7-year/100,000 mile warranty is arguably the best on the market. However, if your annual mileage is particularly high and you think you might exceed that figure over the course of ownership, then it may be worth considering the Sorento's sister car, the Hyundai Santa Fe. Although this is supplied with only 5 years of cover, the mileage is unlimited.